Hello, hello. This is Loren Fogelman with Business Success Solution. Want to say welcome. I appreciate our connection. And today's topic is about whether you believe that potential clients, even your current clients, can afford higher fees or not. Because so often, you know that you want to raise your rates. You think about it for how long? Weeks, months, maybe years. And you hold back from raising rates because you believe that clients can't afford it. Well, I want to say that that might be true for some people, but it's not really true for everybody. And so if you really consider it, how you price your service might impact the type of client that you are attracted to you, your experience with them, how they treat you, and overall the quality of your service. And as you know, I so much want to raise the bar of your accounting, tax, bookkeeping services. When you are working with a better client, you have a better experience yourself. You're less likely to feel burned out. It puts you firmly on your path to having a dream firm. And it's similar to where you shop. If you're looking for a pair of jeans, you have a different expectation when you go to one of the large box discount stores than when you go to a specialty shop. And there's nothing right or wrong about where you're getting your jeans at. I just want to say that if I'm walking into Walmart, I'm going to have one expectation about those jeans that I'm pulling off the rack. If I go to Nordstrom, I'm going to have a very different expectation. It might be in the brands. It might be the feel, the look, and it will definitely be the price tag and what I'm willing to pay. And that is true. Oh, and maybe even the customer service, because as you know, depending on where you go, in some places you can't find anybody to help you. And in others, they are readily available. They are trained for you to have a certain experience when you go into their store. So that is something to think about, is our prices say a lot without having to sell ourselves, without having to pitch. They are stating what type of experience that your clients might have from working with you. The other thing I wanted to talk about is really from your client's perspective. What matters most to them? And I just want to say, I came up with 6 things that I believe you want to consider when pricing your services. The very first one has to do with retention and attraction, because it takes less effort to keep a client than to bring new ones into your firm. That's just because they already have a relationship with you. They already know what to expect, and people don't like change. But I also want to say that when you're emphasizing value rather than price, then you're bringing in someone who has a different expectation than what someone who's price sensitive might be. But the other thing is that you start to learn how to focus on what the client values as opposed to what you value about your services. So depending on what you talk about, how you position yourself has to do with how you price yourself also. And consider that with your current clients, it's easier to actually raise the value of a client than to bring in a new client. That is number one. And then number 2 is when you go ahead and raise your rates, you actually go ahead and clean house as well. So when you raise your rates, especially if you're doing a significant price increase, then those price sensitive clients, they will go ahead and move on. And there's nothing right or wrong about working with people who can't afford your budget, or if your prices are higher than what they're able to afford. It's just that this is about you deciding how you want to position your firm and who you want to work with, and that it is okay to start out with lower rates and then gradually raise your rates. Not even gradually, significantly raise your rates over time. Okay, next will be quality over quantity. When you have low prices, you need to focus on quantity. You need a lot of people in order to be able to meet your revenue needs. When you have higher prices, then it's more about the quality of the relationship that you're having with that client. You don't need as many clients in order to meet your revenue needs. And that is just something to think about. And when you go ahead and raise your rates also, the client themselves, they become more profitable for you and your firm than when they are paying a lower fee. Next is eliminate the competition, because when you no longer compete on price, that means that you're positioning yourself, what you're talking about, how people see you is different than when you are price competitive. This is where they no longer see you as a commodity, and they see you as that go-to person for solving their needs. So when you no longer compete on price, then you're seen different, you're perceived different, and the way that you work with your client changes also. Now, instead of them seeing you as a technician, they see you as a problem solver. Okay, number 5 is perception. We've all heard the saying, you get what you pay for. That is true for airlines. Let's face it, airlines have coach, business, and first class. Now, everybody on the plane is leaving the original airport at the same time, and they're arriving at their destination at the same time too. However, because people are willing to pay for different types of experience, you know that almost everybody on the plane, depending on a couple of different factors, have paid a different price for tickets than you are. Even in coach, there are people that are paying premium prices because they had an urgency where they had to be at that destination the very next day. And that was more important than getting a low price seat or low price fare, which is hard to do when it's last minute. So even on a plane, they are pricing the seat. They are not pricing they're pricing the customer, not the seat. And even though everybody arrives at the same time, it's a very different experience in first class than it is in business. And first class and business have a very different experience than coach. And that is something for you to think about as well, is some people come to you because they want you to do a lot for very little money, and others value and respect what you have to offer. They care about the experience, access, what it's like working with you. So that is something to think about. And yes, people do believe you get what you pay for. Once again, let's go back to jeans. When I'm buying jeans at Walmart, I'm going to have a very different expectation than when I'm buying jeans at Nordstrom or a high-end store. So, and the last one is up level. When you raise your rates, it is a way to up level your business. It just takes it up a notch, where you are working with clients who really respect you. They no longer treat you like an employee or wondering why you charge them so much, or how come or they're questioning things on your invoice. Also, you're able to work with them at a higher caliber because it's no longer about quantity. It's about the client relationship. It's quality. You can now do more advisory services, consulting with them, giving them insights. That way it goes ahead and pays after the fact bookkeeping and taxes with really their future focused goals. So those are the 6 things to think about when pricing your services. Number 1 is retention and attraction. 2 is you get to clean house. 3 is quality over quantity. 4 is you eliminate the competition. 5 is perception. And number 6 is you get to up level in so many different ways. So I just want to say, when you're thinking about this, it takes courage to start to move in this direction, not confidence. The confidence does come later. That's why I work closely with my clients. I handhold them. And I also want to say is the wrong client can be more costly than it's worth. Have you had that experience already? You brought on someone and that they just turned out to be a headache. The cost is frustration. It's also they want more time from you. They want exceptions without having to pay for them. They don't really want to pay at all any more than what they absolutely can get away with. So they are costly. And the other thing is that, once again, you get to a place where you want to cherry pick your clients. So do you want the clients that are going to be the headache clients that are price sensitive? Or do you want clients who really want to work with you because they want a certain type of experience and a higher quality service? It's your choice. You can go for quantity, quality. It's hard to have both. So Let me know what you think about this, what you took away. I would love to hear one insight that came from you, feedback. What is something maybe that has confirmed something you're already doing? Please let me know. And also a reminder that on Wednesday, I am doing a free masterclass on how to raise your rates without losing clients. If you are interested in finally getting this done, it's been on your mind for a long time. You want to know the steps to raise your rates without losing clients, then join me on Wednesday, May 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. It is a complimentary masterclass, and you can go ahead and register at businesssuccesssolution.com/rates. Once again, businesssuccesssolution.com/rates, and I will put the link below. Thank you so much. I appreciate our connection. Look forward to talking with you soon. Take care.